Every Friday evening, tune in to radio's hottest talk show, bringing you the realest, uncensored conversations with the boldest man on the net, LanceScurv.
Episode of the LanceScurv show, home plate just in time. And yes, this is a title, but nothing shocks me anymore, or nothing shocks me anymore on this planet. And as you well know, we had a show, Brother Willie, and he had a grandson to have his organs stolen, but he was on top of it. Handed him, okay, I think I lost the connection here. Hold on. With my guest, be back on. Yes, I got it connected, but show, and I guess heard it, and she texted me today. We talked about, you know, getting on because she has a similar story. The title of it, the way I titled it, people would say honestly that this is very bizarre, but we're going to give her a chance to tell her story. And I'm all ears, and I want to welcome you, Latricia, to the LanceScurv show. And you were dropping some science earlier. I mean, you went on and you went deep and you were jugular. Like I said, that happened to us in an unfortunate manner of following through for justice, not only for us, but people who may not have a voice or may not be able to articulate it and break it down and see beyond the incident, because it's got to be a painful thing to lose someone and to find that and there's this little hidden thing going on. I hate to use the conspiracy word, but conspiracy is a word that's real. You know, YouTube has opened up the floodgates. Any old quack can get out there, but then when something really happens, we tend to treat a new person who has a real story like they're crying wolf. Yeah. So welcome. And I just want to start from the beginning. I have a million questions for you. Just going to have a wonderful conversation like we usually do here on the LanceScurv show. And start way back to when life was normal, bring it up, and the world is listening.
Around 11:39, I had left my son with at this time we had just left court for him in regards to this girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I last saw my son May 18th at 11:35 a.m. I went to his school and to go get some more school supplies because he was starting a new school week. New school week would start the next day. Where him and the girlfriend would start a whole new schedule. You know, deal with each other as far as, you know, and being violent to each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
let me just ask you, are you on a speakerphone?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded a
No.
little, it's kind of slurred your words a little bit. Okay.
I'm walking in and out of rooms. But right, so the last day was May 18th, and that was around 11:35 a.m. My son again until.
And this is this year? Okay. This just happened.
This happened. I just lost my baby. I never received one phone call from a detective ever telling me, you know, your son has passed away. At home, it was around 2 a.m. The girlfriend is all allegedly saved and will allow her to hang herself around 2 a.m. and shot, and he's hurt, and please hurry, he's in Brookdale Hospital. And I live in Manhattan. This happened in Brooklyn.
Brookdale on Linden Boulevard.
Brookdale, yes.
Yeah,
right in
I know
Brooklyn,
it well.
also Linden and like area.
Right. Old stomping grounds.
And yeah. And so I got there around 3:54. My mom, who does live in Brooklyn, we got there like a little before 3. She told, you know, where's my grandson? I heard he, you know, passed away. And she was told that nobody could go through. She waited because only one detective asked her, do you know who his friends are? And she's like, no, I'm not his mother, but his mother's on the way. And she's coming, so hold on. She just waited until I got there. Around 3:54, I got there. And did anybody talk to you? She said, no, nobody talked to me. I'm sitting here waiting for you, baby. And got all the securities in the hospital were saying that they're not letting anybody in because at this time they said that they were getting too many requesting calls saying that they're the parents of my son. So I get there 3:54. I'm sitting in this hospital from 3:54 to 6:30. And that they're still working on my son.
Right.
So around 6 o'clock, the beast in me come out, because how long does it take for somebody to the point down the triages and the people in the emergency room talking about detectives in the medical examiner's office, what kind of game they playing, because don't nobody answer the phone.
Right.
So they gave me the phone number to call the medical examiner's office. And she didn't answer my call either. The detective answered anyone's call, so I got sick and tired. A doctor, Tobias, came out with like a ruthless, well, listen, ma'am, he got shot 2 times in the chest, once in the foot. He came in talking, he was with another nurse. She said he came in talking blood, so they couldn't save him. So I said, if he got shot twice in the chest, then you should have 3 bullets, because when he was 16 or 14, he also got shot in the lung. A bullet that was to not be removed. So why you didn't call me?
Right.
Came in unclaimed, as unknown. No ID. He was found by himself in the ground, in the street. And nobody was there. Basically, a lady who was trying to find parking in her car, who was turning the corner in the car, seen him in the street, and got out. Now, I leave the hospital 6:54, Telemundo outside, so I speak to Telemundo, and it's 7 o'clock.
You seriously spoke to Telemundo?
Telemundo, because they was the only one who was near. This was the weirdest thing ever, because I'm leaving the hospital and this big bird just flies out of nowhere in the middle of the street and just led me to where my son's accident occurred, and Telemundo was right there. I'm sorry, I'm a jokester. But
I'm not laughing. It's a tragedy, but I'm just saying the way you said that.
Because it was sympathy given. Empathy
Right.
given. They were the only ones who was. I felt cared because that whole night I sat there, and how you in the hospital staff. Where's your staff at, and where's your nurses at? What kind of hospital is this? And telling me I can't see my kid. The only person who could authorize me seeing my son is the medical examiner's office, but she ain't nowhere to be seen. Mom, I have no clue how the world this goes. I leave after I give them my name, my number, his social security number, my information in my ID. 54, go leave, get to Telemundo, and I'm thinking that somebody's going to come and talk to me now. Mm-hmm. No detective showed up, no nothing. So midday comes and nobody's still talking to me because my son, according to the police report, when I finally got it, which was on May 20th, I went to the detectives myself because no one showed up. The police report, and I find out on May 20th that my son was dead at 12:33. He said he was dead on arrival. Oh, that damn. Broke my heart. Like, I'm sitting in your hospital all that time. Well, he was dead already. What is that? But when I get to the detective's office, I'm thinking they're going to talk to me because I'm in your house now.
Right.
One of them. So a Detective Walker comes and say, listen, man, I ain't got time to lie to you. So you seem like a nice lady, but what does these four things have to do with your son? He's murder, 100 clock, a guy with blue eyes, and credit card scam. You don't know your kid, you will be clueless to what he said. Your son's best friend, everything, down to scratching his balls. Mm-hmm. Son cried to me a week before he died, telling me that Bobby Smurda done, according to him, shitted on him. Prove it. Kill his damn self. He said, Mommy, I done sat there and we done watched all this crap. We done did all this crap for Bobby Smurda. They call him Chewy. No, he ain't gonna give me no beats. Gonna talk about what I look like putting you on. I'm getting out. So I ain't putting you on. Right. Meanwhile, my son said, I done seen y'all done chopping up human flesh.
Wait. You do this?
My son's been into this rap music since he was 9. He saw Bobby Smurda, which they call Chewy. He sees them all. Taking that lean and all that stuff, they start chanting these Beanie and Damien, Zozo, GS9, that's what they say, I'm G-Stones, and they go into this psychotic trance, angry, and that's when something takes over them, he said. He said they not eating these bodies, so you ain't gonna never find nobody, and they make them all take a line bath.
But whose bodies are they eating?
Bodies, Bodies? Oh, whoever they kill, like the body who came up in the ocean. My son told me, you think I'm lying? Watch the body gonna come up with a Spanish friend. His hands was tied behind his back and cement on his feet. Ordered to do. Chewy, Bobby Smurda. That's what you do because you take the order from, and the big homies are the ones who chant with the demons. They're the ones who got these white scholars who come in the hood at night. Music. They say, and my son said that these scholars, they want them to be talking about killing people. They need that. That's all they want to hear. About that, they don't want your music. These beats. 17 years old. Why did 4 months ago his song tells you how he gonna die?
Oh, damn.
It took me just maybe a few weeks ago, not even 3, finally have the heart and courage to listen to his songs, the hurt of hearing,
Right.
you know, the voice and not seeing the face,
Right.
I wanted to hear. And I'm listening, and in this, it just, oh, what are they doing? Do we not know what our kids are doing in the spiritual, they're going up against?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know this, they don't express it because you all here in the street and you thinking your kid is a good, cool kid. Because my son, he was a 3.3 GPA student, got a lifetime scholarship from Carnegie Hall. Very intelligent, passed every region, didn't have to take them. Thing never failed a region, period. Reading since he was 3, taught himself how to read and write. Gifted kid.
Right.
Street, but he's wrestling with spiritual. And his thing to me, the last conversation was this great thing, then why these white folks got all our stuff? Because they taking and using our magic against us. Cops is covered. They untouchable. You can't touch them. He want out.
When you try to get out, it's like the mob.
It is because now you know too much.
Right.
And then he told me, I can't tell you no more because they're going to know. I'm saying, like, we way up in Chinatown. How they going to know you told me? If you don't understand about these spiritual realms, then you don't know. I have to lower my intellect as a mother and put myself in his realm and be his friend and listen to the things that he tell me, even though it makes no sense.
Right.
He changed. He said he's seen them turn into these demon entities for himself. So the gangs are connected to.
Yeah. Well, we're not open. Hold on, we're not opening up
with volcanism.
We're not opening up the lines yet. So keep your phones muted, and we will talk with her later on. Let her get her story out the way she needs to get it out.
When he's telling me all these things. Speedy. They all come together in the community and do this. The girlfriend bought a Congo doll. That this Congo doll, she bought it from some Spanish guy named Johnny Du Santeria in the Fifth Avenue in Manhattan somewhere, who then she claimed a week before he died that she woke up at her friend's house and some Spanish guy again, and they was doing some seance. And how she make it over here, I don't know, because he been dumped her. But she decided to come here. She was scared. And I told her, you got the wrong house. I don't want you in here. He is, boy, you can't tell no boy who to love, boy. His heart was gone on her. So you don't see that this girl got you getting arrested every damn week? You didn't trust her. Now you're turning on me. Now we arguing. So it was deep. Like I said, you got our own youth partaking in this demonic possession. They don't. At my son's funeral, I asked all his friends, do you even know your God? Not one of them. So you got soulless children. Action. It was written that they won't even know nothing. They're going to reject everything. So you got a bunch of kids that don't give a damn. They'll beat your ass in front of your mama and take the baby out of her and kick it. That's where their heart is at. They have no care. So to kill their own friend, who is he? Because a few days later, they're going to write, you was never one of us. You was never gang, gang, gang. That's what Drake said. So, and they become the untouchables. So now the whole 90s, like my son said, don't nobody go on 92nd and Wilmore unless you're selling your soul or you're getting set up. Certificate says he got on 92nd Street, 455 East 92nd Street, but the police report said it was 1030 Wilmore.
Mm-hmm.
So which place did the crime happen? Said who? It takes a lot to cover up. What are they covering? Why would a medical examiner's office take all this liberty to hide a body, to cover up a body? And when I seen that body, first of all, I thought, according to the TV, the medical examiner's office cleaned the body. I seen the blood in the nails, the dirt in the nails, the toes. That's how I knew it went down. He got blood in his nails. So I understand he had to have hugged his penis. It ain't there. To the leg, even the pelvic piece was folded and stuck and tucked back together. It looked like he had 3 autopsies. You could see all the holes that they went in, the holes they took out, went back in and stitched them back up. Clear as day. And they're going to tell me maybe that's an administrative error. So what? He went missing for 3 days. Well, if the medical examiner didn't know who he was on May 19th, how is it that the goddamn organ donor knew who he was? How is it that Live on New York knew who he was? They said that they got the phone call from the medical examiner. So, sweetie, you can't cover up that you called them your damn self. Office, you want to pretend you ain't know who I was talking about. And if my son, a call came in at 11:51, they saying he didn't get to the hospital until 12:18. 27 minutes. From the time a police called to the time he got to the hospital was 27 minutes on went by. That's unaccounted for. So the shit on his medical record, I'm wondering, did that occur at the hospital or in the damn ambulance? Which one is it? He just went to the hospital to keep his heart alive. And whatever else of organ they took, to me, it was just to keep it open and keep it pumping. That's what you do when you're doing agonal heart work, thorax, and all of this. That's only when you are performing organ donation. And then I know about the military turning out my boys into machines. I know about the drones. Actually fund this program. The same Bush disaster, George Dezesty, is secretly paying for research to take these men, young black men, take their bodies and use them as research for this new war we're going into. It was written already, so ain't nothing a mystery. That they're going to take your son and use them as machines. You can see that in Chris Brown's video when he wrote, "Please don't judge me." When he's saying, don't go into the army, you. And they go reprogramming you. So by the scars on my son's body and the look of everything, it looked like he was about to get food for the little army machine. Mm-hmm. And this so happened, I done messed up their damn story. I wasn't supposed to know. Now, 11:39, they saying my son's friend said he left my son at 11:39. The girlfriend texts me at 11:36, telling me she don't want to be with him no more. She hates him. Everybody calling at the right time, same time, but don't nobody know where the hell he was, but he was found by himself. It was so well, the girlfriend calls at 2 o'clock around the same damn time. The detectives is claiming that was notified. And you, according to the girlfriend and the detectives out of his own mouth, it was the girl who was at the hospital first. And he said to her, "How did you know he was here?" And so you and her knew each other. And my son then suspected that her ass was like some type of informant on Backpage. Because he knew she was already prostituting and selling her butt. She was already selling her butt since she was 11. According to her, her mother was selling her and her little brother. The third kid that's possessed. And I know I see these things in these kids. I see my own son change on me, turn into something I don't know. Angry, talking about I'm G-Stone, I'm G-Stone. So God, I call on Damien. I heard him myself. I seen it myself. I had to look back and say, God damn, what is that? What's going on here? That we don't know or we ain't talking about. But your possession, your kids they're getting possessed. These rituals, this is sickening. And then, like I said, you have a whole pillar of agencies who are aiding and abetting it, all for profit. Industry has everything to do with goes on in your home. Mm-hmm. Because your music industry, this is, like I said, his music telling me how he gonna die. His music said they gonna leave you dead and scramble on you and not even call an ambulance on you. An ambulance on you and then call an ambulance on you. And I did see you looking like bacon because you was burnt. And then why you say, well, I can't get this money until I die. If it's a 40, then you know it's a homicide. How do you know this 4 months before he died? And then his own friends was telling me, my son told me. And like I said, this is a bizarre and absurd, but I'm 100% truth, got proof and everything to back up, so I don't need to lie. He done told me, he done said that he's a sacrificial lamb. Be here no more. And that God told him he could sit with him. And that's where he'd rather be. He was willing to jump out of the 19th floor window. Deal with this. Everybody changed and turned on him. And you can't play when it comes to these gangs. They're going to take you first. So here you are in Brooklyn. You ain't from Brooklyn. You over there because your grandmother over there. Mm-hmm. So you on their world. You thinking you playing a part of their game. They paid for your studio. That's the game they play. If you go and research, you're going to see my son and many other artists who are up-and-coming artists who are probably now dead or in prison because they done thought they were signing a record deal and then woke up eating bodies. Eating bodies with flesh in their mouth and don't know how the hell it happened. It's being reported, but don't nobody talk about it. So now when my son tells me they ain't human, I understand. He said, Mommy, they bang their head on the wall Look at that artist designer when he's singing with his Panda for Panda. When you see him going crazy in the movie, in the video, they watch that. Clean, pop that Molly, ecstasies, all those pills they handed to our kids. So they sitting there out of their goddamn minds calling on Zozo or Damien. Come and give them some damn energy. So now they feel like they gods. That movie with ZELLE when he was in Africa with the little boy. He done killed their family, but have him go killing other people too. Satanic ritual where they burn the body. You got to sacrifice a life for a life. That's what my son told me. That's God's work. He said, why y'all wasting your time down here trying to help everybody? They don't care about that. It's called help yourself. And if you don't get out of the rut, you're going to get killed just like the rest of everybody. Not about nobody no more. My son, there's a damn God. I don't care what you believe in. But I'm your mother, and I'm telling you he's real. But now he knows he's real, but it just don't feel like it in this damn realm. It's hard to tell why you got to sell your soul to make money. Says they all willing to do. If that meant feeding your family, that's a sacrifice you do. So why you got a 17-year-old playing in those realms where you would rather die so your family can live? And he said these things to his friends that they said themselves. They would say to him, yo, son, stop talking like that, son. Yo, why you keep saying things like that, saying that God chose him? And they saying, mommy, yo, I don't know what happened to that day, but he was out of his mind. All the girls called me, telling me they drugged your baby. They had him drugged and they gang raped him. All of them gang raped him. So that's another secret lifestyle they ain't talking about. With these transsexuals.
Tell it.
Every last one of these boys are sleeping with transsexuals. I call my baby. Writing on. Let me tell you, he can't tell me nothing. I dream shit so much. He be like, mommy, why you reading my stuff? I said, I ain't got to read it. You know how the spirit works, boy. I'm a no. You can't hide shit from me. Nobody. You can't hide it from me. I'm a no. So I told him, when you was in these goddamn, when he got arrested, because he got shot, remanded him, that's when this shit went down. Because in there, he said that you could do, they don't care. They got it where in the Catholic, the Episcopal Good Shepherd, they got it where you could practice whatever religion you want. They cannot tell these kids they can't practice what they want. So these kids practice demonology and Satanism. And tell me that they playing with that. Mm-hmm. And that a boy told him that when he got shot the first time, they took his soul and put it in a box. So he got his soul is trapped somewhere. So now my son over here, in his mind, he feel like he's hiding and running from a demon, and he don't know who, because his soul ain't here. He was heartless. I'm going to tell you, he's in my face. My own son started being rude to me. He's heartless. That's G-Stones. You don't care. He said it in his music. He got a song called King. Everybody want to be a king in the chair and saying he's a young man sitting on the throne. Telling you that this is what's going on. I got to be grimy. He said, when I was living in the Bronx, yeah, I was doing dumb stuff. But when I came to the 90s, I had to turn grimy and start getting gold, because that's how it is out here. Sun turns cold. And he loves you to death, but he's still playing that role. I actually had to call Bellevue to come and get this boy. Named Red up there. You done changed on me. Now I understand you saying you speak to God, because I speak to him too, baby boy. But now you want to kill yourself over these fools? Down everything. this no more, mommy. I'm tired. How they gonna do this to me? Name of the gang, everything on him. It was cash. Now it's cash 40 instead of 100 clock. You know, 1107 drill gang. That's what all the music says, and they changed it all on him. I seen it. So when my son died, it was like an actress role. They all waiting and looking at your face to see is this lady gonna cry. All these kids, demons. They're all under demonic possession. I've seen this shit in my own kids. I have seen it in his own. I've seen it because you look in their eyes, is there. He can't stare at you. Can't look at you. All he could do was cry. And I said, I know you don't hate me, but whatever the hell you doing, boy, let it go. And he got up and told me, Mommy, I can't do this no more. I don't know how long I can hang on. So what the hell you mean you don't know how long you can hang on, boy? I love you. You ain't leaving me. Do this no more. I want to go with God. A week later, that girl came in my home. I told her, you love my son so much that you would kill him. And she cried on my floor. I love him because you talking about you doing voodoo on him. And that you did a love spell on him. That's why he acting crazy, hitting you. Talking about you don't care if he hits you because now you know he love him. He love you. I'm sick of this shit. My neighbors had to tell me she was beating on my son. Now he getting sick of you beating on him, so he gonna hit your ass back. Knock shit out because he hitting you. No, you get the fuck out too. And now I feel so like a fucking asshole because I put this girl before my own kid. When my son said, Mommy, you don't know her. Please mind your business. You don't know her. And I said, I don't care. You ain't going to be yelling up in here. Y'all can get out. I don't like it. And I don't condone you dating. You ain't ready. You ain't ready to be dating. How the hell you do her homework? You doing everything for this damn girl. And you looking like a fool. And go to school because they going to jump you because of her. So this is, and like I said, I gave the detectives all this information from their Facebook page. This girlfriend, I don't know what this girl, her possession is deep. Back into the Bible, I had to go and see about the harlot and who represents the seed of the harlot. It ain't got nothing to do with your color. It's the choice and the what you choose, and it's in your heart. And she used to ask me, can you pray with me? I don't feel right. She used to try to kill herself in my own house. Used to ask her why you don't want to go home. Because her mama would put her out. I ain't never put my son out. I said I will. If you don't get your ass and stop arguing in my house, I'll put you out. But I ain't never put my kid out. Even though people said you should if he acting all rude to you. But I ain't never had the heart to put my own flesh and blood out. I have the heart, but her mama did. So she took to me. And she could cook and clean, so I was helpful and grateful to have her help. I was a workaholic mother. The world tell you all these kids, they moms just don't care about them. But I'm the opposite. I'm the mother who give a damn. I'm the smother mother. I'm a part of everything, whether he's bad or good, I'm there. And I correct them, period. They say these kids come from broken homes or any goddamn thing. Because what happens when that defies the rules? It's a choice these kids make, and they choose it for their damn self. It has nothing to do with a parent. They make their own choice, just like we do. Do we not forget we were children too? What you do. And he chose his lifestyle. Ain't have nothing to do with anyone else. Because you don't know the mind of anyone who is civilizing another soul. So from even a baby, they start thinking, and you have no clue what the hell your baby thinking. Turn into adults, and those same damn thoughts still apply. Just more upgraded now. Upgraded child. I had a son at 3 years old used to tell me, Mommy, you praying to Jesus, and you a puppet. And I used to tell my son, you going to go to hell. There ain't no Jesus. I had to wake up. and understand what the hell that boy meant. And he had to show me for his damn self. Well, who are these people if he's white? And I said, damn, you look just like them. So I had to understand who the Sumerians of the Iradu and start going back into my spirit and get out of this flesh I'm living in. So I had to operate on another frequency to deal with a child who obviously more in tune than you. Children gonna be smarter than their own damn parents. And if you ain't smart, they're gonna rule over you. And I ain't the mother that play that. When I move, he still jump. So I know there was fear because he loved, not because he know that I'm gonna hurt him, but he know. The problem of challenging me. Never did it, never raised his mouth, his hand to me. Never. His hell with the mouth. That was his only damn discrepancy as a kid. And he loved to debate. I loved it too, because his knowledge was mine increased too. A child who's in the world and you're not, you keep them close, because now I got to know your lingo. I got to know what you're talking about when you're telling me these stories. So he used to email me all the game codes. So he'd be like, Dad, you don't know nothing. So I know all your codes. So the night he died, I did a vigil with all your friends. I hear them speaking in their code, saying we got to have a secret meeting. Came back 10 times with different stories. Same story that the detectives had. So now I understand where the detectives get the story about a robbery. That means they spoke to y'all. They had to, because you the motherfuckers who were doing the robbery. People that they ain't mention themselves being in the robbery because they ain't want to get caught because they had to take the guns and everything. And he was doing robberies. Then how did he get beat? I saw scars on his face like he was stitched up. God, do your body grow? To change? That's what taught me. I got some nappy ass hair. He didn't. To change. I thought he went to do a shape up. I know my son got a shape up. He's very highly conceited. He loved the way he looked. This boy laying down, he looked like he's 6'7" and not 6'1". And his arms, one arm was humongous and the other arm was all little, like somebody must have dislocated him. The body was so bruised, like somebody stomped on him and beat down. Now, this goes back to your zinc tech. You know about zinc tech. Zinc contains human, of course, is in everybody, especially is in our black men. Now, zinc tech lab is the one who picked up his body. Zinc tech lab deals with nanotechnology. That means that they got equipment that if you come in stabbed up, you could go home looking like nothing ever happened to you. That's out in all their movies, especially the last ones you could have seen it for myself. Because now I'm a part of this matriarchic bullshit that I see for myself. I asked them, did my son get stabbed? You told me no. Well, how do these stab wounds get on his body? Because that wasn't there yesterday. And he's a basketball player he loves, so he always got his shirt off. You can hear him talk about girls all in every song, so he loved his body. Those problems weren't there. They get there and then look old that quick.
Right.
You can't tell me that's my son. I know him. He was born with travel marks on his face. And they were darkened in his face. As he got older, they became dark. Seen that face, they were light. So that right there, this whole bullfuckery, because how they light now? See them now, but they're light. They're a different color. They don't look like how they used to. And where they're located, it changed. Zinc Tech Lab deals with human cloning. Legal in New York to clone.
Really?
It's legal in a couple of states.
I've been in New York City so long. You know what I mean? I got to keep up. But then
yes,
they didn't
cloning tissue or cloning for embryo. All this is it's now when I say cloning for embryo, because his penis sac is gone now and it's all jammed up. So what was you taking in there? What are you doing? The whole bowel is removed. Your kidneys, did you eat those too? This is a blood sacrifice because there was no blood found. No blood on the crime scene, and all in their medical reports, they were trying to get blood. There was no blood. Let's go. These entities shape shifting, so they could look like your kids and not be your kids. I know how that works.
Right, I had it happen to me.
These things. My son told me about the scouters who come to Brooklyn at night. They're white. Why are white scouters in Brooklyn at night in a damn ghetto? Talent. Do you know that I was on the train one day, me and my kids, and we seen this Russian Ukrainian guy who had arms, but inside those arms were other arms and fingers. And he couldn't look at you. So I know about the draconian bloodline. I know about them all. I know about all of this. I know about, I could read the clouds as an atlas. The clouds speak. They formate for you. I know how the timing of the day changes and how the clouds descend lower because they start talking. I know about the mana, what it means when these serpents come from out of the sun and feed you life. I know these cycles. I know about Anu. I know who your primordial guards is. I know my ancestral language about Bastet, being able to go back into that bloodline. I can speak two ancient language. I can decode anything. I have the ability. I know your life already. You ain't got to tell me shit. I'm a know. I finish everybody's story. People, but I don't know what happened. I can decide and decode whatever happened in your situation. I know your beginnings and your ends. I know these things. So nobody got to tell me nothing. Clueless. I've been so awake, it's ridiculous. What's going on? I had a dream 2 years ago about this bull crap. I didn't see nothing except that I was crying and asking God for my son. He told me, don't worry, he will sit here with us. And my son, in my dream, wouldn't speak to me only if I see his voice through the cloud. And he said, I'm okay, mommy, I'm okay. And I cried, 4 o'clock in the morning, called my mother crying. God, he ain't a liar. Don't lie. So what is he telling me? I thought that maybe I was a smother mother, maybe my son gonna run away because I don't let him have no girlfriends or no friends come over. Maybe you need to loosen up, my mother said. Calling out for him because he ran away. And I'm like, maybe he would, because he kept telling me, I ain't gay. Dan, can I get a girl or somebody got to come over my chill? I do everything you ask, can I? So I decided in the July last year, yep, you can finally have company. Why? Because in my dream, I seen a girl. I thought it was my own daughter, and she's too little. Why would I be angry with her? Most I showed you things, and I've seen this, and I told my son, I told her, I don't want you with her. I don't trust this situation from the beginning. And now here I am left with a scar in my heart because I know she shouldn't have been around in the first place. And the day she was here is because they had court that morning. They was arguing in the hallway because he broke up with her. Elevator because she was fighting him in the elevator on the 11th floor or the 14th floor, and they was arguing in the hallway, and one of the neighbors came out and grabbed my son, and my son told him to get off of me. Then a guy's father came out to build the apartment and grabbed my son, and they both held him down. And I got the coat my son got. He grabbed. The only way my son said he could get away is if he grabbed the guy's ball. And I live in a Asian, Hispanic, Jewish community. Ones are the Hispanics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see how, but they are more racist than the damn Chinese and the Jews.
Come down to Orlando. You'll see it better. Not all of them.
It just make me laugh. If they can't read, don't got shit going on, but you look at me. So I got to reverse the situation. I got to look at you like you a damn unhuman being. So I say, you the seeds of Satan. Walk around me, you're going to have to look at me as the original Nubian queen. I don't give them my power. You are the dog that was written. So now I'm holding my nose because I don't want to smell you. That's how I operate. I don't ever make myself feel lesser than any man that came from me. No. So, and that's how I teach my children. So I asked him, all this, asked the guy, where's my son? Because the girlfriend came upstairs running and saying, the man choked your son. And I was trying to tell him so they could do nothing. But when I came downstairs, my son already ran. He told me my son knocked him and his father out. So they gone downstairs to call to tell the cops. And they did. Because he said my son yanked his balls. He ripped them off. He said I had to. I couldn't breathe. And he didn't want to get off of me like some Zimmerman shit. And that's what the man looked like, too. So I was like, okay, I'm not mad at you for what you did. I understand. You have to defend yourself. And I got your back on this one. But she's going to tell what happened because she was there. The only reason why I let this girl come to my house so she could go to court. And now I'm less hurt because it's like you didn't want her around, but you needed her around. It becomes a hurtful battle when you let this girl in your home. Telling you she helped set him up. She told me that my son was going to do take a cleansing that day. What kind of cleansing? Because I know that you're into this stuff, and I know he seemed okay with it after a while. Because I'm telling him you don't see what she's doing, and if you don't get it, I guess you're just as stupid as she was. So now you both are dumb. That's what I'm telling him. You gonna let her do this? He's like, Ma, it's okay. She know what she's doing. I said, okay, boy. After you just sat here and cried because she done cheated all over you and cheating on you, but it's okay, no problem. And I say you gotta let him see for himself. So let you see for yourself. You say you a man now. So go ahead, boy. And then here it is. He's gone. And what role does she play with having access to a detective who lies to a hospital saying he made contact with a family he never did, and to a medical examiner never reaching out or being available who lies and say they don't have your son in their care for 2 days when they had him all along? Home who's willing to go along with the lie and try to convince you it's your kid and you should bury this kid and without ever seeing what really happened. Now, had I buried my son June 2nd as originally planned, I would have never known. Had I given the funeral home those clothes as he was trying to get me to do. Because if me giving you clothes means I'm not going to get to ever see because he's dressed. I want to see. So on the flip, so I'm suspicious now. I have to be, because now I'm at the medical examiner's office. How is Daily News at my damn door knowing where I live? Mm-hmm. But not the damn detectives or the hospital. How nobody know where I live but Daily News? Who gave them my information?
It's all interconnected.
And like I said, the most hurtful thing is when two things. When I find out he was dead since 12:33, that crushed me because I could have been there. I could have been on the phone or something. You denied me. Friends telling me he was crying for me. Him to tell me he loved me. Here like that, crying. They said he was crying. Saying, y'all going to just leave me here like that? Mm-hmm. How you go robbing somebody so now he's crying because y'all going to leave him? The trap house, because when you listen to Bobby Smurda, he told you about this trap house. I can look at Bobby Smurda, you got to see him dancing on the table to Epic Records like a coon. Mm-hmm. Telling how he going to kill babies, innocent kids, because that's all they want to hear. Now I ask my son, why the hell you want to sing about this shit? He said, don't nobody want to hear that shit. They ain't paying for us to sing that. singing, I'm gonna kill you first, then switch over. So that was his motto and his reasoning, that he gotta shoot you first to make it where he wanna go, because that ain't gonna make him, unless he say, I'm gonna kill innocent people, because that's all they want to hear. Hey, getting funded for this. He didn't pay for no studio. In studio. They pay for that. That's a part of the game and a part of the scam.
Yeah.
And they got these kids willing to sell their damn soul. They ain't never gonna get. If that's what they believe in. Now, the same day my son died, it's a coincidence that up in the Bronx, the same way a Spanish boy was dying too. They died the same exact way. Innocent bystander was in a place, the building. Everybody left them. And I said to myself, I pray that the mama look to make sure that's him. Because if I didn't look, I would have just thought it was my son. Because the makeup, all that extra shit they put on that body, if you don't know your kid, you probably just go along with it, thinking, yeah, that's him. It was station. You could have fooled me. Could have fooled me. And I'm just thankful. Spirit, when it said, it ain't your child, girl. When I seen those marks, you can't just negate those marks because it looked like him. What about the marks? I say, yeah, you know, that's true. I can't forget that. And then the third person that I see, those burns in the eyelashes. So that means his eyeballs had to be removed.
That's right.
His brain was already removed because you can see the skull. You can see the top part of the skull, it was hard. But when I felt the back of the head, it was soft. So the back of the cranium was removed. It was in there. And you don't see anything because it says that his brain and everything was fine. But if his brain and everything was fine, how? They said, they do exam on the ears, nose, everything. They said everything was normal. It was all burned. How? Pictures with someone and they said, if that person is real, why is there blood still in that face? That means the embalming fluid, before that could even be entered into the body, the blood has to be drained. So why do you still see scars on the forehead? That's son. You could still see the stitches. I mean, I didn't even know he was stitched up in the eye. I mean, what did they put on it? Was it a fake face on top of his real face? I just want to know, how did they cover that up?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you never know, and they have the technology to do so. I mean,
I just want to know. How? Should I not have the right to see him in his natural state? And then I come to find out this medical examiner's been in court since 1988 on altering photos and other satanic ritual crimes. So who are you? I want to know, who are you that you know some people? With a lot of political people. Dr. Charlotte. So Dr. Charlotte gets away with Dr. Charlotte's crime with covering up photos. She was questioned. She was just sued 2014 over the same issue. Falsifying a death certificate and saying that a child had Raynaud's disease. Blatantly killed in a satanic ritual. So our cops cover up these satanic rituals. You can see it. There ain't no mystery. Being somebody else other than who you choose to believe in, they have a choice. And so do your children. Pastor minister, they don't give a damn. They ain't believing in that no more. Worshiping somebody. and it ain't your God. And this is happening. It's not this is going on consistently for a long time. You got your Masonic lodges. You got your Eastern Stars. That's all under that brotherhood. Mike Brown, and then your other kids being killed. Parents going to offer up their own damn kids for sacrifices. Got this going on here, and them getting money after their kids die. $2.9 million. Right. Mike Brown. All of these kids sacrificed, and their parents are part of these Masonic brotherhood. Sandra Bland, her family, she was a part of this Eastern Star fraternity. And no more. When you operating out of alignment of that star-pointed star. When you out in alignment of what they consider to be true. How they go through and shit off our own job as if you never was there. And now I call the hospital, they're going to tell me they ain't got no records of a Cedric McKeedy when I'm holding medical records that you gave me my damn yourself. His case is under investigation. Well, who's investigating? Because nobody's speaking to me. All repeated letters from every U.S. Senate that I wrote and send an email to, they generate you another letter telling you how they're going to send your case to all your legislators in your area because it's not a federal issue at this point. They refer to my case, then why these people since June 16th, June 13th, and June 2nd, all these dates that I have for these letters, they have not yet contacted me. So where are my legislators? So therefore, I had to go to federal court and take out a lawsuit for $560 million damn dollars on your asses. Because I want you to testify on the stand. I don't give a damn about your money. I just want you to talk to me. Go over these 52 pages with me. 52 pages of the same repetitive crap means. And then I want to hear what that police report means. Break it down, every damn line, because I built computer systems. So I like box 1, A, B, C, and D. I need to know what they all mean. Logical. Everything got to make sense or it don't make sense at all. So explain your things to me. Surgery you did, then I know I got to go into Zinc Tech. Why is Zinc Tech funded by our president, whose name is George DeZesty, who don't exist, but his name somehow is mentioned on my son's medical record? You to produce his records. Medical records. He should have a long history since he's an organ person in need of treatment. I want that. I want this 24-year-old who was allegedly shot with my son. Produce him. Why his name ain't mentioned, but you mention the name of a minor? Why are people writing me on Twitter and blocking their messages telling me that ain't your son who was dead? I'm tired of this shit and the lies. They're lying to you, lady. After you leave a message. That wasn't him who was shot. I've been saying that from the beginning. You look at the pictures, which I will email everything to you. These pictures, normal damn body. Then when you go and research other normal, see, the scars don't add up. Why is there a letter F and not a Y in his chest? Why are you down his back, down his legs, in his damn buttocks, his penis? What are you using those for? Hip is gone. They removed everything. Like he was just a source away. He was supposed to go unclaimed and unknown. That's what the true intention was, for him not to be claimed. Him as unclaimed unknown male 20. Even if he was an unclaimed unknown male 20, you have no goddamn right to touch his organs. go and notify. You told me I had 30, a person got 30 days if they go missing or unclaimed. So now I want to know, what about this dead person who y'all claim is my son? Shouldn't his family be notified? Because somebody's baby is missing, and so is mine. He ain't him. I don't give a damn what you tell me. I don't give a damn what the medical examiner office say that she took a fingerprint. I want a DNA test, and I've been denied that from the beginning. I want those ashes tested now. And what my spirit is telling me is about these skull and bones. When you do cremation, they're taking the goddamn head as an ornament. Family body. This is all one hand washing the other. So where you get your skull and bones from, if it's not the bones and skulls of all your ancestors they helped slaughter? Where you get 13 bloodlines when you got 13 poor goddamn nations too? 13 rich motherfuckers who didn't do jack to get their money, and you got 13 broke ass nations who did everything for it inherently. So reverse. So I know about the polarity shifting of the earth that's approaching. Well, it has already started, but the ascension is almost coming. So when you're dealing with these astronomical events, according to their own cartoon Hercules in 1997, it says in 18 more years, the curse will reverse. The God who rules will rule no more. So now the god Zeus will take back his rightful place. Well, I know ain't no damn Zeus, and that's just his white name. So when you dealing with your gods and the names being concealed from you, Anu and Ea and Ampu, when you know who these beings is, and look in your own Bible and Revelations to tell you about Amen being the God who was soil God being created. So you got to ask yourself, what game we playing with? Or the true time and absolute, because they telling you a lie. You know the return of Yo. You just don't. They call it code Elenin on the spirit. That's covert black or black matter, dark matter. Everything that's dark has everything to deal with the black one. So they are in tune to your frequency, your vibration. I had a white guy pretending to be black for a few months on Facebook, had me fooled, asking me questions, telling me you guys should be starting to receive an upgrade in your genetic pattern. Are you able to start doing this? Which means math. All of a sudden, I'm a math wizard. You can not put, oh my God, dealing with equations. When it comes to the physics and the metaphysics, dealing with that in ufology, and how do you even attract these objects to you? Nobody tells you these things. See, it's already in you. So when you have these things and these patterns themselves already in you, talking to you, ready to come out, whether you choose to listen to these things or not, the spirit don't lie. It's going to tell you all things you need to know. And we are the ones who become fools when we discredit our own thinking. It's crazy. Why am I thinking this? And then you go do your own research and investigation and come to find out shit you're damn on point. You got to know about the SSS, the USSS, who stole all your stuff, about the Germans, who actually got so much military weapons that they're finding coming up under the ground out of a man-made CERN earthquakes and stuff going on. It's written that these things are going to start coming up. And they're using this all against us. Magnetic frequency, chemtrails, is all used against you. It's not unlawful, nor is it unlawful to the law of nature. Nor is it unlawful in the universal law. The universe don't have these damn man-made laws like we do, so they living in bounds according to the frequency that they producing. These powers and these principalities, you got to understand what these Santerías is. Then you got to understand who the demon of Lakshmi is of the Arabics. Those nations who use these lustful demons against you. Your food being used against you. So now you're thinking in a different frequency, and it's all an attack on your man, which is your son. From the beginning, is he running for his life for the rest of his life, as long as he's on this damn earth?
Always be a target while he's on this earth. Why? Is there an attack on your son? A brown man that when he turns 10, he's no longer friendly to that white man or to that white family. He's now a threat. That energy he contains is so magnanimous. That's why she got to hold her bag when you walk by. That's why he's scared when he see you automatically, because that human essence, those Dragon Ball Z's are you. And they done stole your Amin-Ra story. Color, well, kept the color, but changed up the damn, gave him a cape. S from Sirius, Superman from Sirius, out of Iradu. What constellation? Because there's 4, A, B, C, and D. What constellation are we coming from? C being the hemisphere for the woman, because they are in the inner bounds of the galaxy, and A and C being the outer bounds from where the men elope. So I know about what goes on out of that in the cosmos. I know about all that. Planetary alignments and the shifting. I know about all these and what it has to do with you astrologically and dealing with your time in geometria and Pythagorean. I know about all that, even if you're using the draconian calendar system and how they calculate everything you do. Numbers. My son died at 12:33 a.m. 12 nations, 33. Why? And not only this, 777, he was buried on July 7th, 2016. What's going on when you're dealing with these numbers? They always playing with numbers. Just like with Sandra Bland, they play with numbers. Who you are, because they watching you on Facebook. There's so many things you can see that the police are attacking your young kids just by profiling them on Facebook alone. As I said, they know you, you just don't know you. That's the only damn problem here, is you got a world like the Truman Show. You done woke up, walking about your life, thinking that, yeah, life is fine, not knowing that the whole show is about you. Little black, brown, born people has been watched from the beginning of the beginnings of the beginning. From the beginning of the beginning, because you have the source that they need to sustain themselves here. So when your son and hotter gonna start releasing these frequencies that not everybody can tolerate, whether you're black or not, it has nothing to do with your melanin. So when these frequencies start coming, they know who's gonna get here. Huh? These white folks been preparing. That's why they going under the cuff, not under their gaze. Again, they're repeating the same cycle the ancestors before you did. Then they go run in the caves before. That's where you get your fake ass Caucasoid story from. Hid in the mountains because Inky and Lil tore one of the Adapas and Adamus, the males and the female progenies of the replicated people who were DNA reconstructed as Slavic races to help you create this earth. And according to the Most High said in his own book, he's going to use them to rise above you. So if you ain't paying attention, you are above these damn beings. And now you done reversed it. And they know about the curse reversing back to how it was in the beginning. So they running out of time. You just don't have a clue. Stand about their time and the genetic recessive race. So I know about the intermixing because they're going to this. And why they using your children? And what is so magnanimous about your children? It said that the seed of one serpent is going to be at the heel of another. So your kid's going to bruise while the other one is going to go through some damn shit. So their seeds has been always excelling. And your seeds is always getting bruised, dropping. And you stay continuously believing your son was shot by a drive-by or your son was shot in a damn armed robbery. He was not on black crime. It just be a reported bullshit system. It's so democratic and republic that they both conglomerately come together to scheme off of who we gonna eat tonight. Because they doing it with their own families. Even our artists are sacrificing their own families to sustain what? Money? It all boils down to $1. I don't need it. For $1, we gonna die. They wanna live. And they wanna live here by any means necessary. This shit was written. Why are we going through desolation here? People are going missing. It ain't just black folks in America, it's every race. So, and nothing that's happening, we should be, oh my God, this is something new. It was written already left telling you what the hell is going on. You should be prepared already for these spiritual afflictions that's taking place in our own damn eyes. We are in the revealing. So ain't nothing unknown. You're being revealed and told today. Say that they shape-shifting, that the damn Britons, they ain't human. You got white people coming out talking about we're aliens. We are the ones who came and invaded your earth. In the genetic mutation of what their receptor strand, and even them being made out of you. Some of them, not all of them, were created the same way. You can make humans 4 different ways. They ain't just one way. You ain't got to have sex to create life. They ain't have sex when they started creating the first adoptable people. And 2, they use your womb. You could use one womb to create many things. So when you're dealing with science, to religion, and deal with reality, is that you can make any damn thing here. And breathe anything into anything. They got a damn spirit. They just lack soul. Operable. And it's written that you can even take a damn human and transfer a human soul to an animal soul. So you know about these entities being able to shift here. I live on the 19th floor of Manhattan. I have the best view. I think God is so great. Gave me this view where you could look out the window and see the whole goddamn Manhattan disappear. Mm-hmm. These people don't vibrate out of this damn earth realm. You can't tell me they ain't going somewhere else. When you see a whole damn desolate home, dead, then you got to go back to your Lion King, where he told Simba and Mufasa, when he was telling his son, look down there, this up here is Pride Rock, and down there ain't not too good. So you got to look when you're living in the Upper West Side and the Lower East Side. The poor ones now. And over there in Pride Rock, they got every goddamn thing. But then you got to watch your Decepticon and your Transformers movie, how the Decepticons deceive the whole damn world.
Yep.
So whatever they call it, broken up and broke as hell, just like the black folk, all broken down and bruised, trying to work, don't know how to fix itself. But the Decepticons, they got every damn thing, everything flashy and new. And it was written too. Don't love them for what you think they have. We live in a material world and something so physical, so it's so hard. So what are our children seeking? Physical things, the material world. So when you chasing the material, you'll do any damn thing. Mm-hmm. And our kids are doing anything. And you got the music industry with their hands open, ready and willing to take a soul. You willing to give it up.
That's right. So
while you got artists saying the devil want my soul, dog saying close your eyes and rise, and his soul is taken, and Jesus is standing right there. Every artist you think of, Beyonce last song Lemonade told you, I'm going to hell and I don't care. Those damn devil realms. People telling you they playing in these damn demonic realms. Who and you? Who can you go and ask for help when the whole damn world done sell a damn self? Then you go look at David Bowie, white black ass, his video telling you you ain't a gangster, you actually are a gang of stars. Then when the Most High said to Abraham, look up, Abraham, and look up in the sky. You see these stars? Those are my nations, and I'm going to make yours just as multiple. And then you got to go back into the Lion King. Son, I forgot his name is Mufasa or Simba. He done told his son, look up. Stars Those are your ancestors. And I'm going to be up here too, the father. The story is, you are the damn stars.
Mm-hmm.
You become those stars, but you don't know who you are. Living in the earthly realm with people who are out of their mind in sleep. Sleep are out of their mind because they refuse to be dumb. But the world will reverse and make you look stupid, and the ones who ain't got a clue are smarter than you. So you gotta be able to understand what boundaries in these realms you're living in. And people like to play on paranoia and people. This is why they got them drugged up. How to stay drugged up? Because when you drugged up, you ain't operating in the right frame of mind. So you're willing to do or say any damn thing. So homosexuality is an easy target for these damn boys when you dealing with shit already in their food. 5% of the goddamn state of Georgia, men are homosexual. That shit ain't no damn coincidence.
That's
if
right.
you ain't in Sodom and Gomorrah, I don't know how the hell it come back. Here before. So we ain't new people. We are regenerators and progenitors of those who came before us. And they say that in damn baby kids, we multiply. Well, we ain't multiply. We keep coming back. Eating the same damn bullshit on this earth. A conundrum of nothing. You got a species who are vibrating and Oklahoma, Tesla has billion people. Standard, building their own civilizations, building their own communities. How the hell you fall from that grace that quick? And I know they done stole everything they got, but how the hell you done bypass Marcus Garvey, a Martin Luther King, a Malcolm X, and get a bow wow?
Right.
Drop that damn low. So that means ain't nobody wishing on a star on their children no more. So when they in your belly, do you not dream? Damn destination for your child, because what you think is what you bring forth.
That's right.
Brought forth life on the earth already, which was written that is already fucked up. Made to make you feel stupid or to make you look lesser than who you are. It was written. Didn't they say that the Most High that he came into the world and his own knew him not? And his own, he said, and it's to tell you what's here, that they're going to sweat me. And they're going to do the same damn thing to you. And they've been hanging us. They still hanging us. Just like they hung your damn God. They done hung us and still hanging us. So ain't nothing new. These ain't no new people. Children hanging you. Yo are these children that got hung, and if there's children hunging you, that should tell you something. You ain't know. It's in their goddamn genes to do what they do. And the Most High said it. He created them to do what? Esau and Jacob. I created out of the same womb. One was doing one and one was doing the other. But Esau, that white pale fox, he was able to do what? Mine the earth and hunt and do everything. That's what he was created for. And then you got to understand the true story behind that. Being in the same womb don't mean they actually twins. Or the other. That means he created their goddamn race first to help before he brought you on the earth. That's why he said the earth was subdued and don't fall into the world. Do not conform to the ways of the world. Why? Because that means this shit was already fucked up before you came here. And you see this shit and it's telling you don't fall. And he's saying, leave me not in temptation. Isn't that the damn story? Deliver us from all evil, thy rod and thy staff comfort us. Why?
Wait a second, y'all. I think I lost her. She's going to call back. Yeah, we dropped her. Let me call back. She's either going to call me. Okay, here she is. Oh, man. Keep it rolling, sister. Keep it rolling.
Apologize.
Yeah, we just dropped it. We didn't lose much except maybe 5 seconds. Keep it rolling. you know what happens when you get powerful up in here. You're explosive. You're dropping it people's heads. Well, well. If it's going over most people's heads, oh well. Put it out there. I'm reading you 100%. And like I said, for the folks who listen to this afterward, you know, if you didn't pay attention in class, meaning what's going on around you, there's no makeup, there's no summer school for this. If in 2016 you're gonna get got, you know what I mean? If you put the pedal to the metal for lollygagging, it doesn't scare me.
We need to listen to children.
Talk to me. Tell me. Come on.
We need to start. Parents need to start listening to their kids. When my son got, man, that the courts were worried about is, are you the type of mother that is going to stand behind your kids? You'll be surprised how many black kids go to court and jail, and you'll never see a mother and a father sitting in a damn chair. Me, I ain't even a mama. It was for a judge. There ain't nobody here to represent you. See, they look at that. They can't wait to see who don't give a damn about your kids. And a lot of our mothers, why you giving up on your damn son? You give up on your men, and you're giving up on your own damn children. So if you say fuck them, why would the world give a damn about them?
Tell it.
There. Why you don't give a damn? Your own woman. We don't care about our men. I've seen it for myself. Your mother's hard-headed or hardened in their own damn hurtful heart. I don't know whatever problems you're going through, but what that got to do with your baby? Yeah, he's stressful. They going through their own shit too. So who be there for your child if you kick him out and push his ass away? Who got his back? When you don't partake in your child affairs and you don't act like you give a damn about your kid, he gonna go rebel. And out of anger, he'll step out and do something he'll never wish he did it before. But because of you, woman, everything goes back to us. Mommy, where the hell are you? I've been asking for the mothers of the spirit to rise the hell up because I'm sick of it. Me and my son started a program called Mothers to Son. All his friends that have a mommy like me, he said if they start talking, maybe they wouldn't be like this. Because his friends bust their mama's ass on their mama, and he ain't never do it. The most we do is argue like regular people. With the disconnection with the woman, you're hurting your sons, man. Are you a coward to the mothers? What's going on in our lives? They more looking about who they love or who's going to love them instead of how you going to love your own damn children. Your own sons. You got a bunch of our boys in jail wishing for their mommy, and they ain't there. Some damn Negro who don't give two shits about him or you. Right. That is bothering me. Our kids ain't gonna kill each other if they got somebody. But when they feel hurt, just like anybody, when you're mad or somebody make you mad, so you want to go get revenge, so you want to do whatever your parents said not to do, you're going to just do it anyway. But it's harder when your mommy really don't give a damn. And she's telling you this shit too. See, this is what I hear from my own son out of his mouth from his own friends. Asking us why they don't give a damn what these mothers or fathers got to say no more. Because they looking at you. They think we full of it. We liars. I talk to the youth because I started my other organization with us for us, which is for the youth, to try to get them and even down to the homosexual transgender team. I don't discriminate on none of them. Never do I even talk down about them because I know the raping that doesn't happen till half a damn year old of these children. So I try to get them together and talk. And they all got a problem with their mommy. Yeah. Even the girls. So everybody got a problem with the mother. So the world is saying, yeah, the black woman is bad, you know, maybe she's too tough, or maybe she does this, maybe she got a lot going on. But I say maybe she's too damn selfish or too damn needy. and not about them. My own eyes. That a mother wants love so bad because she ain't got it, but you ain't even taking care in your children's emotional state, not how they look on the outside, because we got some fly-as-hell kids. I mean, our kids look good.
Mm-hmm.
Can't read half of them, but they fly got all the Jordans in the world.
Right.
Take care of every damn physical need your child got, but when it comes to their emotions, they lack support. They lack that. If that means I gotta sit and go to therapy with you every day, I had therapy coming in my home to talk to my son. Every morning before you go to school, we gotta talk. Well, I need to know what's going on up there. Say no more. And he done told me he's G-Stone now.
Mm-hmm.
So who the hell is G-Stone? Gay. My brother was a G-Stone, and my brother doing life in jail right now because he's G-Stone. My mother in church, I'll never forget. I don't serve God, I believe in the devil, and he's doing life. Life is gone because he serves the devil, just like all of these damn kids. And they made a pact. And what the devil do is, since he a liar, he gonna come back and reap. And whatever he done gave you, he coming back because he ain't promised you shit. You know, said it, he probably gonna show you what he gonna give you, but you'll never get it. Mm-hmm. And in these realms, they dying, you don't know why. Like I said, I love my baby, but I'll be damned if I take his death and lie on it. The truth, even if it means exposing who he is or what he was doing or those around him too. I have to tell the truth. Truth. Down to them prostituting these damn boys. If they getting money, if they ain't got them out there robbing people for their credit card. They got them there sleeping with these damn transsexuals because they give you $300. Especially our black brothers out there dealing with sexuality issues. They paying for that damn sex. And they paying, the white man paying him for sex too. Mm-hmm. Pay his ass for sex. And you got your black brother because he looking for love just like if he was anybody else. Whoever else come around and wanting it. So when you got these boys saying, I want money, they doing something that of curiosity, because I believe, I don't know, that is maybe is a bisexual thing according to one of these males that I saw on my son's and his friend's website Facebook page, like saying that these boys are bisexual. Down to the music industry. And everybody down to LL Cool J getting caught out there with transgenders.
I heard. Hey, you know, yeah. I heard from
back. What's going on?
From back in the 90s, I heard that. And let me just say it briefly that I don't want to mess up your flow. I used to have a police scanner. Had frequencies that weren't cut out. It was a continuous coverage scanner. And so homes in the neighborhood, younger, we popped the scanner and hear everybody talking. And so there was this gay dude. I mean, this dude he was older than me. He passed away now. He lived in the house right behind me and down one station. And he was name dropping in the neighborhood dealers that he was to his house and give blowjobs to them and stuff. He had no reason to lie because he was talking to this dude who wasn't really from the neighborhood. So when he was dropping the names, he was just the guy he was talking to. So we're like, damn, LL Cool J hitting up in the club when he was younger. Not that he stopped, but famous he got. He kind of got pushed away from being so out there, you know, and when I say out there, meaning that wasn't flaming with it, but he was dipping and doing stuff, but he's like, yo, I gotta be cool because now, yeah. So that's what the guy said. And to lie about it when you heard the tone and the tempo of the conversation. So, I mean, us in New York haven't gotten out. We already know. So it doesn't shock me for you to say that, and it doesn't shock you for me to already know it.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't there seeing it, what was going on, but come on. You have different people that, but we're not going out there with a bullhorn saying, oh, yeah, you know, but it's like, okay, yeah, we heard that. We heard that. Listen, there's got to be something to it, because I hear a lot of other celebrities and stuff. It is just too tight with so many people that, and you're out there. But again, because we're unshockable, but you know, so he's doing this thing, whatever he's doing, whatever. Oh yeah, I knew that. But elsewhere, it's like, oh.
This comes from, as I said, I've been a social worker. So as a social worker and being young and you being attractive, it makes it easier to get people to speak to you because they trust you, especially when your spirit is kind. But I usually like to just deal with the brothers because they're more truthful than female. With the men, they were more able to say about their homosexuality or their bisexuality. It always boils back to either two things: abuse them, even knew what sex was, and been taken advantage of. So they probably grow up taking advantage of other females and then get bored of that and start dipping and dabbing with the brothers now, because psychologically, it is. I see it. You got the other type of brother where you got a hard-working mama. Maybe her brother done came home from jail, or uncle or somebody came, or the cousin. Somebody got out of jail, basically. And you got him around your damn kid. Go to work, he's watching the kids, and you at work, and you think Uncle Mikey is the best uncle in the world.
Nah, you don't leave nobody around your kids.
Got a male. When he was 23 at the time, HIV infected. He Beyonce. Because he likes sucking dick. Because that's all he's been doing since he was 3 years old.
Yeah.
Come home or out of jail, he'd come over, and the mother had work or whatever. Dude, queen in his head.
Right.
So you go down the world and seeing him as a faggot, you nasty, you this, you that. Meanwhile, he done been raped. Sex, it goes by the pull. It has nothing to do with the person.
Right.
So now, if you taking his sexual energy, your first contact became a man, then naturally you're going to start urging for what you have, not because you want it. And a lot of them are fighting and want to kill themselves because they didn't ask for this.
Right.
And they don't want it. They damn self. When they start sleeping with females, because it's the right thing to do. But then when he's going through a crisis or some emotional, he's going back to a man. He goes back to what he knows. When he tell you why he liked Trey Songz so much, he said, I like girls, and they all nice and they squishy, but and he grabs Trey Songz and say, you know, see, they like each other. To my son, I never forget when he was trying, you know, his kids, they come in telling you everything about girls and everything down to hoop a squirt and what does it mean to a girl squirting, and me having to tell him, little boy, you was not making no girl squirt, stop lying, you know you're not. So those type of conversations, you got to go back to where I never forget when I found out about our Aaron Styles. And my natural reaction was, you homosexual, blah, 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 blah. And I had to rebuke myself and say, okay, you can't be my kid. Come and talk to me. What's going on? Because I felt this when you was in that damn placement facility. Told me you was playing around then. And talk to me. And he admitted it. He said, so you hate me now, Mommy? Yes, I don't hate you. I don't want you lying to me. What is going on? See, this is spaces. I got little ones. They go to after school called an educational alliance. It's all ran by the homosexual community. It's to inject this in your kid. To do with the foods your male child are eating, these chemicals alone are producing qualities in them. So your food, what you eat, becomes what you think. So now they tampering on your kids. So I know if you think you gay today, you gonna be straight tomorrow. And if you gay tomorrow, you straight today, it's just going crazy because you're dealing with spiritual warfare. Because it's to go against your nature, because they're tampering with nature. Anytime you can turn a male fish into a female fish and turning, I seen a report of 2 twin females being born, and they both were born females and turned into males at the age of 6 years old. Wow. Genetically altering your foods. They're poisoning these fishes and selling it back to us in our community. And these fishes done came up all out of the shore, all polluted, dead, and they give it back to us.
Yep.
Chinese people in your own community can sell you your own dead aborted baby.
Tell it.
And now you ride up and down the hood, you're going to see all the Chinese stores closed. They done found out that you eating you. When your women go get abortions, where do you think they get putting these babies? Back in your food. All for black babies. They said babies, the worst place for a black child is in the womb of a woman. That's the most dangerous place for a baby to be. Why? They become food. Videos. And you could go on Amazon.com and go buy a black aborted baby for them. Did you see they got turning black babies into frogs because they dealing with the human, animal, and human and animal genome testing. Animals and humans. But then you got to go back to the Sumerians when you look in the walls in Samaria, when you see that they had humans with the body of crocodile or any insect. All of this back before even that, the Phoenicians, all of these beings came and where they sprung forth different life formations from the sun, from the water. All these elements brought forth people. When you see your own nature, your own world, even like the elite bring this truth to your attention, you have to see this for what it really is. Perceive it to be. What is the absolute truth is what they hide right in your face. What they're doing is using you as food. Your own food. You starting now to eat yourself. You don't even know it. They defile your meat. You don't even know it. Before to eat meat, you had to burn it on a grill and offer it up. They didn't partake in eating. Now you could just cook a meat in your stove in the oven. It's done and that's it. Mm-hmm. So now they defile that. So they got you eating and defiling any and everything in your body. We love shrimp so much, not realizing what the hell it really is. So much. And our children, if you ain't guarding your child's soul, then who will? Mm-hmm. You got us singing, now I lay me down to sleep. I praise the Lord, my soul to keep. Taking your soul. Our own kids, it's every day you're going to keep seeing them dropping. Chop, 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 everybody. How many more funerals we going to have? How many more police killings we need to have? Realize, first of all, them killing your kids anyway. Ain't no damn black people shooting your kids. They shapeshift to look like they asses. And when we going to wake up and tell the damn world that these ain't humans here? Talk about these demonic possessions. Astronomically, all over the world, not just here in the USA. It's been going all over. All over. But why is it that we don't see these things? Watching Atlantic Housewives that nobody want to tune into BBC News or Bloomberg News and see what the hell is happening in other countries. Slaughtering these people and how all these fishes then came up and they serve these fishes back to these same people who eventually turn out eating each other. And nobody says anything about this. Think in these manners is you're crazy. Nothing. I would tell people, don't eat that. That's aborted babies. I want to eat what I want to eat. I don't believe that. No wonder you keep shitting all damn day. No wonder you going through these headaches. No matter you reason you're going through these psychological issues and don't know why. Psychological problems. A lot of females are suffering psychologically. Nothing. Psychologically, I look here and say, thank God I ain't no man, because be crazy. We done lost our mind. Lost to. It's a lost damn kid. And then they're helping each other or building a Black Lives Matter community or any damn community, and we don't even know who the hell we are. We are off on turn and became just like them. It's so crazy now that you look at a black girl and she became the white girl, and the white girl done became the black girl. Everybody done switch roles. Not have our hair nappy anymore now. They want nigga naps. We gotta have all the blue hair and the blonde eyes now. Here it is. I love my beautiful black skin, but I got a 5-year-old daughter. I take her to the damn doll store, and she look at the black dolls like, ew, I don't want that. I gotta look at her like, what the hell is wrong with you? And how is it that I love myself, but I done gave birth to a child who rejects herself? She went to an all-black school. Now we live in a community with diversity, and she realized I'm the only black girl in my class. True, thank goodness, because of me. However, and this is crazy because it ain't the Indian kids that don't like her. It ain't the Chinese kids that don't like her. It ain't the black kids that don't like her. It's the same damn Hispanic kids that the world's saying, oh, blacks and Hispanics, we are all the same. We got to fight for each other. But when fucking Eric Gardner died, I remember seeing them all saying, stop, I can't breathe, you fat, stupid ass idiot. That ain't you. When you filling out forms when you're dealing with the Hispanic race, they have multiple options. Me, I'm either black, nothing else. But they can be Hispanic, white, so is black. So I know about their genetic mixing and recession also. So these group of people who you think aren't, unless they live in a fucking project next door to you, they ain't black. I mean, every damn day, how the hell you get in this building? When they don't speak half of the damn language, language, or can write as efficient as I can. But when you're dealing with a cluster of people who when you're going back to a Catholicism religion, who's on and dealing with a conundrum of, that's where you gotta go when it says you're dealing with principalities and people who dealing under rulership and the spell. How I see it, we're under a spell, they're being under a spell, loving the Luciferian doctrine, because a lot of these nations are ran by these cults. These are the people you submit to these cults. If you don't know yourself, you'll be under their submission. So the attack on the black race ain't just, it's the whole world that don't like you. The whole world being against you. And you fighting to find yourself, you fighting to know yourself and then be like everybody else at the same time. So now we want to change our hair. Now we got to change our mannerisms of speaking because we got to conform to how the world wants to traject us instead of how we are, who we are. We set the damn tone for every nation. We don't see that. Today, the whole world going to wear blue. If we wear cornrows, the whole world going to wear cornrows.
That's right.
So you got the ability to set the tone, but you don't set it off in the conundrum to where it's actually uplifting people. The negatives and feed off of it because it's easy to do so. Being negative is easy. Give a damn. But to care, that's a lot of effort because you got to produce care and done. And if we're not producing us caring for us, then why would other races really care about you? Who are you that you don't even care about you? Jeweltown in Brooklyn. They will shut that down, Eastern Parkway. Go kill one of their damn babies.
That's right.
Come in your hospital because they got their own. We ain't got our own. Surprised because we will always have to deal with the consequences of us being eliminated. If they ain't doing it at a selling rate, it's going to be done so smooth. Somebody got shot. Oh, they got shot last week. It ain't even once in a while no more. You don't even get those Emmett Tills once in a while stories. This has happened all the damn time. Brothers and babies.
Yeah.
They running up in your house. They ain't got no damn law no more. It's going to happen. So why are we so, what's going on? See, it was written already. And then during. So I got to sit here and suck up this bullshit. And the only relief that I hope to get is that through a grand jury, somebody sit on that damn stand and speak to me, to my soul, because I already know what happened to my kid. I know the truth, despite it's the world lies to me. I know the truth, and I'm content with what I know. Paper, they're going to talk to me. They're going to be able to see what role you play. Down to if somebody called at 11:51, his body didn't make it to the hospital until 12:18. From 11:51 to 12:18. And he died at 12:33. So all these 2 hours between that time, between the child, you found him talking at the crime scene. Was he talking at the crime scene? I want to know, how could he be set on fire, still talking, holding his balls with blood in his nails, and his penis is gone? That's a tough cookie. But what happened to him in the process? Didn't the detectives had to see the burns? Should that not have been on the damn police report that he was burned? It will not matter. Because as long as it's a gunshot, we hear gun, gun, gun. Get the rest of the story. But where is the gun? There ain't no damn gun. And where's the 5 bullet holes? I'm still waiting. I ain't seen none. The only holes I saw was from the thoracotomy that they did in his chest. They did a thoracotomy to release blood. But on your medical report, they said there was no blood in his body. No blood. No blood was flowing. I didn't see none outside on the crime scene or even by the building where you claim he was killed. Where's the blood? No, about when you're raping somebody and they're dying, their penis stays erect. And why would you cut the cartilage out of the leg? What does that do? That immobilizes you. Why would you put my son in the psych ward? It says that at 5 was taken to the psych ward. At 5:45, 6 o'clock is when they discharged him from the Brookdale Hospital. In Brookdale Hospital at 6 a.m. So that means that I'm sitting in your emergency room waiting for you to talk to me. You were rolling his ass out in the back door. When I was sitting there. The chapters or the medical examiner's office didn't answer those phones. I mean, nobody was even answering the calls from the hospital. You were getting rid of the body. Yeah. Zinc test. Zinc the genome and changing modern technology into a new world. Should we go in there? Did you take a look at the ambulance trucks? It used to be 2 on the back of the truck. Now there's only 1 staff and one serpent. You got to pay attention to these logos. They're changing. This one world is in effect. You ain't going to see that they all change. That's right. These police forces, they ain't operating the same no more. They already took an allegiance. And the Most High said, the choice is made in the heart. You choose. Woke up. If you choose to believe in the Most High, it's a choice. If you choose to believe in Satan, it's a choice. There's no damn or force unless you're born into this shit. And I think that too is what's going on in our black communities. These black kids are born into some things. Right. They're born into some things. It becomes easy to conspire when you have a familiar relationship. When it's family, remember, you got to go back into bloodline. These boule bloodlines or these bloodlines that are just by association, these higher ups. Got access to what? Listen to Beyonce and her song Lemonade. She said she takes a pad. The Bible passage is out and uses it as tampon. As tampon. She uses this Bible verse as her tampon and soaks her menstrual. She takes it and buries it. Anything about the jinn, and this is where you get your religion is this Islam. When you have Islam and you're dealing with the jinn, you know about their sorceries that they use. Where they go and they bury these demons and they pray to these demons. And you go, anybody that's old school, used to be in the music industry, but they not no more because they old and just they tell you stage you can feel a spirit coming over them, just like Beyonce tell you something come over me. Jim Carrey said it, something come over me. You got to go back to 1989 where Oprah Winfrey, she interviews Jim Carrey in her studios when she just came out. She asked him, "Are you channeling cards?" That's right. Are you using a crystal ball? How do you get your talent? And he said, something comes over me, a force that uses him. Didn't Aleister Crowley and Adolf Hitler say the same thing?
That's right.
What are these entities? And it's written in the Bible that these entities can either be used for good. So if you one entity you want to be good or bad, it's going to entertain you. So it says, do not let evil in. Because you're getting out of it. Your rewards is what? And now you got all the glory of the world. And it says, what pleasure is it for a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? And you got to go back down to your preachers too. Going along with the same old master's story. His own self. Every damn pastor taking selfies. Now he getting caught up with little boys. They don't even want girls no more. I know. They want all the little boys. African Bambata. Bam! Little boys. That's Islam, if you understand what that, not the religion, but just those, their sorcery comes from. Islamic demon called Lazima. Principalities, they tell you the Santeria, Asian, Arabic, the Arabic demons. So these principalities, if you say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but the rulers of darkness and so places, power in high heavenly places, you have to understand when you get your Jews, when they say these Jews who say they are Jews, but they're not, but the synagogue of Satan, when you look at them go to the Kabbalah or Mecca, when they sit around this black crap, They all sit around it in a circular motion, which sways the way of the galaxy. How your genetic, not your genetic pattern too as well, like your fingerprint spirals, just like your hair spirals, they fit in that same geometria shape where you have the cube, the people, the circle, and they hum and vibrate. So you don't know that these beings are humming and vibrating to counteract your energy. Sacred energy you have becomes stuck and contaminated here. They say this is a prison planet. It's a prison because you keep recycling back here. You never, because you stay coming back. You recycle your energy. In these religious philosophies and doctrines, it says your soul, who is Santa in Jesus, but the same damn thing. Offer up your soul to these beings, not knowing that you done sat here and wouldn't be a part of this totality, this form of sorcery that is here. And these forces are very high, and it's the indivisible that you don't understand. Because remember, they said when you do your pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, it says that your God was indivisible. Dealing with the indivisible realm. It's there, but you just don't see it. You can feel it too. You operating in that alignment of these indivisible dualities, good and bad. Oh, good and bad. Mm-hmm. And we choose to be both good or bad. Mm-hmm. You're dealing with people who got more power and who have these sorceries. Back to that 1997 Hercules cartoon when they had the witches with the eyeball, that one eye.
Yeah.
That saw everything. See, they see your beginnings and your ends too. Just like the Most High knows your good, so does the devil. They said he saw the good things too. And then they talking about, you got to go back to David Bowie again when he got a song called Lazarus. Mm-hmm. When they're raising the dead up. Research, they're raising the dead. Yeah. And you read the book of Jude, or the book of Jude is the Song of Solomon and me, but they tell you where they can touch the dead. Ask the Most High to have Moses' body, and the Most High said he doesn't owe you, so you can't have the body. He wasn't dipping and dabbing and playing with you, so you can't touch it. So now they touching your body, God. And they said, what, next year is going to be the first head transplant surgery. Wow. They ain't doing nothing that was never already done. Mm-hmm. And we are not new people. When to wake up at the same time and the hour you wake up, it's there in us already, just waiting for you to tap in. Some of us die without ever knowing, and some of us don't get it. We're already getting it along the way to sleep. Put each other back to sleep. When you tell somebody else, don't listen to that. I had to go through that in our own families. People are wrestling with that. Got these kids, let's say they are very intelligent, very superior, but they got an alcoholic mama or a drug daddy, or maybe their daddy is good and their mama not too great, or the other reversal. These children, because they are living here with us. They're breeding with your kids. You are wannabe righteous or whatever, but you are mating with unrighteous beings. The wheat and the tares. They're going to look like you. You don't know who they are. Ain't got no sign that says I'm not a human. I don't have a ba, only a ka, which is a spirit or soul you'll never know. Like you. Just like us now, shape-shifting seems so far off the skies lately. Do you not see that the world is changing? One day the earth look like it's going one way and then the skies is going another way. You don't feel this ascension. It feels like we're feeling, I got a blanket right now. Yeah. They know these changes that's happening to our universe. And that is to kill as many before they can. Hellenism. You're going to hell so will your children too. So that becomes a gimmick that they play on the price of the children of the Most High, is that 92% of us is going to die. The desolation of many nations. The white man is powerful. It was written that he will have the power to take and annihilate many of us because we don't listen. Off of this, he gets away with this. Fulfilling prophecy. So I'm not at all amused to George's essay being on my son. And it makes sense he would want to be on my son's damn donors registry. Look at the mama he got. Comes on you too. And I spiritually attacked. Your children go through spiritual affliction. Do we not see that? The spirit attacks them too. You got kids 8, 9 years old thinking they gay. Mm-hmm. How the hell you know what you are? I didn't even know if I wanted to play with dolls or beat my brother's friends up. Sexuality, but today we're producing a conundrum of sexual being. Only way you're going to live and sustain here, so sex becomes the tool. Not only does it annihilate nations, it can rise them up too. You got us mating with all other races, and you got us our own selves.
Yes, indeed.
Just willingly annihilating yourself. And they know that each race comes with their own diseases. They come with their own genetic program and makeup. They even know the genetic coding to our DNA genetic coding. The mapping of a being, meaning that every race comes with the genetic programming. And not only do we all have the same traits of, having sex, being born, then you got to have 9 months, and then you have a baby. Yes, that's universal law, but there's also different conundrums that come down from that. Dealing with chromosomes. Take a black baby. My children, by the time at 3 years old, they were already reading and writing, sitting up already, walking and trying to. So our children are excellingly increasing in their minds at a very great pace, especially if you are an in tune person. Do you know the power of your tongue? When you say, get up, these kids, you say read and write, they're going to read and write, especially if they see you read and writing all damn day. Right, too. So if we singing bow wow and hip hop and drop it in twerky burky, that's all they doing. Your daughters is twerking at an excelling rate. I even believe it that we sell our daughters off, and we sell our daughters short, we sell our sons short too.
Interject, sister.
We are doing our own children a disservice.
Let me interject.
We'll be bringing them here with no plan.
Check really quick. Down in 5 minutes, and I hate to do that because speed, you're picking up, you're connected right now, and you're dropping some truth bombs, and I don't want it to end. To be the end. I want my very next show once again, because you're picking up strength like over the Gulf. I mean, cool and easy, you still handle fire, but imagine that I would experience what I experienced tonight. I'm so glad that we connected earlier today. Now, don't take this as me cutting you off or whatever, but right. I got to rock two appearances on 2 different plantations tomorrow. 10.5 hours on the first and a couple on the second. And but tomorrow night, I'm going to get in real late. On for 30 minutes on my own, just drop some whatever jumbo is in my head. But Thursday night, I always pull not an all-nighter, but 4 or 5 hours we get down into the night. We usually start at the same time, like about 1:30 a.m.
I'm always available.
Please, I want you. The chat room is off the chain. You are the truth. You just dropped, like, I mean,
more.
Oh, I know there's more, and I'm telling you, the libraries out there can't compete with you. You had to say, and I could imagine the comments on this video.
This is my baby.
Yes, I know.
Where is he?
Give you a couple of minutes to wrap it down so you can finish up right now. And do know that, promise me, can we do this again Thursday night?
Yes, I promise. I have no choice.
And
my baby life.
I do consider you family. And there's something that's making us people who are of a certain mindset and spirituality connect. That some people will split hairs over, but the bottom line, and beautiful people like yourself, but we're learning of each other more so. I mean, look at the time that it is, as crucial as it is. What you're seeing, for those who are here in the chat room and listening to see what they see, awesome. And like I said, it's back on Thursday. We're gonna continue back on Thursday. And I'm gonna bug you all day tomorrow. I'm gonna drop some calls on my breaks just to make sure you're still there.
I'm always
yes
available.
Let me go to the chat room and see if there's anybody that wanted to say anything, because I'm not taking any calls tonight. We want to leave it as is. We'll take calls at the end of it. I just want you to maintain this mindset, which you are. That it's hard not to be through. So yes, it's wonderful. You're right, Jay Math. There are people in the chat.
And I have your email. I can send you everything I have so that you can see for yourself. You understand?
Yes, but you know what? It's like when you're putting together office furniture, and you have the instructions to the side. You've been peeping at it, but and once you hear that thing click in, it's already a snap. And we're divinely connected. And so from the very beginning, she is not lying. There was never any doubt that way. I'm just glad to be able to just help connect all these wonderful people together. You just don't know. I mean, my phones are rocking, the chat room's rocking, my email's rocking, the Facebook is rocking. I'm typing and doing stuff, and I wasn't ignoring you. It may look that way to people viewing this video afterward. I'm sitting here, and I mean, I'm in heaven when I have it like this. I feel like Captain Kirk, on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. I'm sitting here doing so much, and no, I'll say Mr. Spock. He had more soul. You know what I mean? Even though he was a Vulcan, so that might be a bad choice. It's really enlightening, and I'm gonna sleep. The little sleep I get, I'm gonna sleep so deep. I'm gonna have some dreams. I'm gonna be going across the cosmos. I've absorbed so much. You really fed me tonight. I have to say how much I appreciate you. And I'm not even spreading it on thick. I can't spread it on thick enough. We love you. And I love this kind of love where we can connect. See, it's not like that physical thing that we did back in the day where it might have been a one-night stand or something. No, but this is some deep connectedness because we need each other. To speak with somebody who's like-minded and like-spirited that way. We know the parts work. As long as and there are other people listen, just like you heard that other video, and I'm so glad you listened to it. I'm so glad.
When I heard that, I was like, no, I can't hear this. They heard it.
Yes, I'm glad you listened to it, and I'm glad you. And because of that, we're here. Could you imagine who's listening to you tonight? And I'm gonna just grab and say, listen, we got to do something. Or just listen, whatever. And I want everybody who's here. It's not about me. I want everybody who's here, who's righteous, who's proven. We do have some nutcases out in the world, but other than that, those of us who tune on a regular basis to connect with each other, and you just don't know how many people you have loving you right now. Cheap.
My page out on Facebook, Moon. I've been doing this for years. I've been teaching this for years. It becomes now you become a product of what you teach. Like the Most High prepared you.
Yes.
Without even you knowing.
Yes. Accept that. I mean, I know there's roads already ordained for me to walk down as a servant. And I'm not saying like these other, yes, I'm ordained to come down. Look, look, I'm no better than the least of us. That today, he's standing next to me, and he looked at this little, obviously had some kind of drug problem and psychological problem. Look, life is good. We can be out there like that. How lucky you are. I'm blessed, but you know what? I don't feel my blessing all the way unless I help that one out there, because I'm no better than the least of us. You know, exactly. Exactly. See, so they got to see this intoxicated with being ordained file. We're working on a good paying plantation job, and I'm next to you, a child of the slave master, so I feels good. No.
I walked out on faith and left the plantation.
That's right.
And I asked the Most High, if this is your will, you gonna cover me.
Mm-hmm.
So I left a year ago almost.
Yep. Mine is coming soon.
Faith, it takes time and faith.
Yeah, some things came to me, and I had my plan, and once it happened, it ain't never going back. And it's not like I'm scared. No.
You know how it's going to happen, because
that's
God
true.
will stir it up, and you just, next thing you know, you're like, how the hell this happened?
That's
it
right.
happened to me.
That's
I
right.
wasn't expecting to leave. He stirred it up.
That's
and
right.
now, next thing you know, things just falling with amen.
That's right.
Had I had not left work, I would have never known what was going on in my kid's life.
That's right.
So, stir it up. And plans don't mean it's going to be that way.
That's right. I want to also thank Brother Royal Galloway. He just shared with me righteous love. Yeah, out there. Orion Freeman, Spirit Driven, Brother Holla, J Math, Lion King, Pumpkin, everybody. Let me go up this list because there's so many names. Joe Neckbone, of course. Oh, yeah. And I just want to say that it's a super honor. You know why? Because what's today's date? Today's the 10th, because this is Wednesday, August 11th. I've been doing the LanceScurv show. Even though the actual show we do Thursday night is going to be at 1:30, and technically the 12th, that's going to be the one for the 11th. So what a wonderful time to have family here on one accord. I'm learning so much from what's going on in the room, the chat room here, and from what's coming at me. It's befitting. So please, I'm going to advertise it that way and everything like that, and just showcase you on and let you flow. And then halfway through, we'll open up some lines and you'll talk with the people and we'll break things down. And J Math, I'll ask that question on the next one for you, because I know.
And I don't mind sharing my number, because I do teach. I also been, what I speak of, I teach. I'm a free teacher. I don't charge. I'm not like all these other liars.
Well, let me tell you one thing, sweetheart. I want you to do that. And I'm not ever one to block anybody from communication, but be careful with that. As strong as you speak, no, you're not fearful. You will probably get relevant pranks, stupid phone calls.
I do. But I block that. The spirit don't come past me.
Okay. I'm just saying, yeah, because I've had that.
Speak, they hang up. They know, don't play with me, because I don't entertain that.
Right. It's not a problem. Then if you want to give it and share it on that note, because I know your strength, because there are going to be people who are going to want to reach out directly to you. And I have no problem with that, but I can't.
On the next one, yeah.
Okay, on the next one, because see, I didn't know your depth, because we're really just connecting here for the first time from us. And hey, be careful with that, because a lot of folks don't really know. I get folks, the perverts. They done gave up on me because I'm zany. They're like, oh, we can't. I would just leave him alone. He's one of us. He's crazy.
It's different. Exactly. It's the difference, because when your spirit put this out in the atmosphere, that you looking for souls who want to know the truth.
That's right.
So when you're willing to teach this, this is the thing. I ain't paying nobody. That with me comes the spiritual truth and the physical truth. That means I can tell you about yourself. I said that already. My soul runs deep. I speak to ancient language.
Right.
I'm very in tune. So whatever you don't know and whatever you lacking and what you need, I know already.
That's right.
I'm distant. And I love the creation God distilled in me. So when me putting that out there, my number is because I want to help.
Yes.
Because it helps me cope.
Okay.
Understand what I'm going through. Maybe somebody knows something that could tell me something, because this shit is killing me. It's not a game. It's trying to stay sane every damn day, because you ain't got somebody that you talk to for 17 damn years.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shut this off. So I need to talk to somebody.
Yes, and we want to talk to you, and we're going to talk to you. And it's not even just the next show; it's forevermore. You're part of the platform here, sweetheart. You're part of us. We're real people here.
I'm hurting.
Yeah. See, this ain't no CNN or no Dr. Drew or no HLN where they just want it for a sound bite. Every time I'm up, I'm a real person. I'm here. And we vibe. That's the way we do it all the time. Even if some nights you don't make it, some nights you do, some nights I might be cocked off in the bed laying down, and you say, Lance, we got to talk, go fire up a show. I just got to walk a few feet over to the studio, and I'm here, and I hit a few buttons. Hey, if I'm too tired to do it, I'll turn around and sleep right here while you rock with everybody who's on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I do this. This is why I'm here.
Exactly. Bear with me.
Yes.
I got to talk.
Yes.
Every time I talk, it just lets it go. But I got to think in my mind what my baby been through, you know?
Yeah.
Until they tell me, they get me
Yes.
out of the world and tell me my baby been in a robbery. But he got tortured. I to know your baby cry for you. He wasn't there. That bothers me. Call me to tell me something, you understand? So now I'm wondering, did you call me, baby? What did he say?
Right.
And if he was talking, tell me, what did he say? Who did this? Because I had a girl sitting in my house knowing she helped kill my baby. It's psychologically psychotic.
Yeah.
You can't go kill nobody. Find George Zazeski and knock on his door. Medical examiner's office. I can't call a detective. They don't talk to me.
Right.
So I gotta talk to everybody else.
Right.
Somebody gotta hear me. People to talk to. Because it helps me cope. It helps me understand this realm we living in.
Yeah. This is real.
You think you're watching TV and they telling you something else? It doesn't bother you until it happens to you.
That's right. That's right.
It doesn't really affect you when we tell another mother, I'm sorry for your loss. It don't matter until it happens.
That's right.
To you. Pray for all the Trayvon Martins out there. Now I become one. Baby. It ain't no joke when you see the news lying, and you can't do shit because they shut you down and they stop it where you can't talk, and nobody gonna talk to you. They got the power to not make any attorney represent you. Power. What can you do if your own people don't help you? So me talking because I need my people.
That's right.
Help me. Help your kids and mine and yours too. It ain't about me no more. My baby gone. To say that shit bothers me. So if he could have survived, if you didn't, I would have known. See, I don't know, but there's going to be more mommies out there, so I got to get on board for them. Investigate they faith. Make sure it ain't fake, because it's deeper than an organ. It's fake-ass bodies they placating. My mind every day to not think about this and put on no weapons formed against me shall prosper. That's how I survive. The storm. That's how I survive every day. When my heart hurts, I go and I listen to those two songs to remind myself that this here is misery, but you gonna get it. This damn spell. Get up and cry when you finished. Be in vain if you got other mothers who what I went through. I'm not gonna be the only one. I know this. much love in me that I'm willing to put my own hurt to help someone else. Love, love, love. That I even show compassion to those who forsake my own baby. And I need that help to help me back in return.
I got you.
Give unto me, and I give it back.
I got you. You know what we need to do? We need to have special conversations where we reach out to the mothers who, not only just because of the loss, but because of being shut out. Like I said, I'll step back and meaning that let everybody come together with our advertising and everything, come together, past, present. Well, we don't know future, right? But just past and present, form something, whichever way you all want to do it. I'm not going to bogart it and say, no, it has to be done this way. Where you all, come together. And if enough, right? Hey, even if you brainstorm off of the show, and you all, because there are people here who want to reach out to you and who want to connect with you, right? And then you say, hey, Scurv, hey, I'm your servant. I'll do it that way.
Follow your pattern, Scurv. I appreciate you beyond 100%. So I'm going to wait till your next show. I think it'll be better. And allow people the time, and then I can connect with the others. I need to. I want to share the story to the rejection that the world gives you when you can't do shit.
That's right.
You want to feel like you trapped. Right. It's like, I want some fuck this shit, then fuck it all. Fuck it. They're going to force you to bury. They're going to force you to do this. What can you do? So you're about to give up.
That's right.
Unbearable they make it. So if there's others out there, I want to know. Help me. Help you.
That's right. Give your contact information on the next show. If you hear this video, because this is going to create a more powerful momentum, because they will hear this and they say, you know what, we're going to come back at a time. Video, and it's not live. Again, technically, say it would be Friday morning, but it's really Thursday night. 8, which is August 12, but it was going to be Thursday night. So don't make a mistake, y'all, and come back Friday night into Saturday morning. This is Thursday night. Say Thursday night, real late. Okay, we'll do it that way. I'll make the link up tomorrow. I'm just going to jump in the sack. The other 5 minutes, I'm going to be in the bed. I got to, I need my eyes for the road. You know what I mean? And just all that I have to, because, when you're driving that bus and
we need you to be safe.
Your eyes can't leave that road. You're scanning, boom, boom, boom. You're looking inside. Yeah. Somebody cuts across you. Somebody stands up with a baby. So yeah. So you can't slam the brakes too hard because that baby's going to go flying. So you got to be ready. I'm so glad, because the day got hectic to call you back. So I said, well, I got to call you after I get out. And here we are. So it just was so miraculous. And I have to share with people how hectic. And you heard me. I was downtown. You heard the noise. I was downtown. I was just starting.
One text and you called so quick. I was shocked.
There you go.
Nobody has ever did that. You know how many people promised me to tell and share my story?
Wow.
I'm still waiting for their return.
And I apologize for even taking that long, because that's as soon as I saw the text.
You told me you was going to be a while, and I was patient, so I didn't have no problem. You was on your time. I'm very patient. I don't have no rush. I don't ever feel the need to rush for me.
I got
I like to flow.
I can't let you hang.
You good.
I can't let you hang. And I took to you as soon as I downloaded your spirit quick. When I hit that first break and we were talking, I hated to cut it short because I had to go. It was a scheduled time thing. I was going all day. I'm telling you, I couldn't even run in to the proper facilities downtown. You know, when the bus was empty, I had to jump off. Nobody's looking. I had to hit a tree like 4 times a day. Too much information, right? But sometimes my mind is really thinking, and I'm deep, and say, you know, we see, just to say, like other people say, oh, we're praying for you and so on. So I don't even want to say none of that. I don't even know what words to say. We're with you. We're going to be here with you, and we commit to you. Together dissipates, and we move into that next level, because you know what?
I ask you to follow my story even through the trial.
Yeah.
Because I'm just waiting on the date to summon. The whole thing.
Yes, we want it every step of the way as it's going. It's not like, you know, it's not like I'm that busy. Yeah, people say, well, Scurv, you know you're busy. Kind of, sort of. If I say in my mind, this is going to be, it's going to be. I cheat sleep every day. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm Superman, right? But I will go to a rundown. I know that, but like a pit bull, once I lock in. So, you know, we're going to do this on Thursday night, Friday morning. And as I know you would, who want to speak to you, and whatever we want to call it, whether it's praying or whatever we want to call it, meditating on what you shared.
Prayer. Oh, with the power of prayer.
Right.
I understand.
But the real prayer, not
the real stuff.
The real stuff, not this watered down,
stuff.
you know, on your knees and just, you know, just say
not getting my true tongue. I told you I know 2 ancient language. That I have kids.
That's right.
I teach the kids.
The kind of prayer that when you pray it, storms happen, sinkholes happen, tornadoes happen. The kind of prayer that when you pray it, you could be standing right in front of a tornado, and that bad boy comes right up to you and won't even touch you. You know what I mean? And walk across the water, bad boy, that real stuff that we don't think we can do. Yeah, I know we're mighty, and you're mighty. And let me tell you something. Phone, they got like a full charge. It don't say 100%. It says 500%. So on that note, sweetheart, I'm gonna wrap it down and stuff like that. And my spirit wants to keep on going on. I feel like an old boxer toward the end of his career who thinks he still has it. But, you know how that is. You know what I mean? So let me go now. And to everybody, again, there's so many names in here to type in. Forgive me for not typing it in, but you know I know and love all of you. And said it's been a pleasure and an honor. I'm your servant, soothe you and whatever have you. I'm an empath also, so I'm feeling everything that you're saying. So any way that I can help you, let me know. We got to start, even if we start small. You know, just to hold hands, it will grow. I'm not even worried about that. So let me run, sweetheart. You have a good night. The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.
Have a sacred night.
You too. Thank you. All right.
Tune in to radio's hottest talk show, bringing you the realest, uncensored conversations with the boldest man on the net, LanceScurv.
Everybody to call me, text preferred 407-8793. Information is below. Follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. Everything is LanceScurv. Download the LanceScurv app at the Play Store, the App Store, and the Amazon Store. Go to LanceScurv.com and subscribe by email. Make sure to go and subscribe to this channel, LanceScurv, on YouTube. And we're going to keep it coming. Feel free to call me. Feel free to text me. Hope you enjoyed this show. It's really reality. It's not just a show for entertainment purposes. We deal bold, raw, and uncut. So if you got it, bring it. We got family here who want to talk to you. Thank you.
Show.